No, listen, man. Drake is a dope artist. Listen, I'll just say this: Drake's a dope artist.
Flip it.
We're back with the Out of the Berg podcast. The four are back. How are you guys doing? How's your week been? Avery, it's been a while. Shamar, it's been 2 weeks? How y'all been? If anyone wants to go.
No, I was waiting for them to go first, man.
No, I was going to have Shamar take over. I've been pretty good. Things have finally slowed down. So there's a lot happening. It's like, how deep do we speak about?
No. You brief.
Online. But just to be brief, there's a few things that are happening. Summer's finally slowed down. Work is looking up. So, it's a lot of things to look forward to.
All right. Shamar, you good? Drake,
hey, we good over here. Yeah, you know what it is. Oh, yeah, but everything's cool. Like Avery said, like, was really busy, like 2 weeks. Had my first midterm of graduate school.
I would definitely will.
But I got 100% on it, and that's all that matters. And here we go. Life is good so far. Just trying to stay positive, always look forward.
Chris, anything new, or is it just the same old, same old?
I finally started my new class this weekend. It's just solidified everything I've been saying. I don't like math. Math is not good for you. After you learned all the basic stuff, I don't see a point in learning it no more.
Which math is it?
It is differential equations.
Oh, hard.
Sounds stupid.
You still gotta find X.
You gotta find everything, man. I don't know. They just gave a review of Calculus 2 for this first week, so it's nothing I haven't seen before already. But it's just like I'm already done. I'm already done.
Not to be a nerd, but you're seeing a bunch of anti-derivatives, derivatives, stuff like that, right?
Like you're
not from what they showed us.
Okay.
Showed us in this past review, but I'm sure it's gonna come up somewhere.
Okay.
I just learned what integration was, and it's just, who decided this was a good idea? It blows my mind.
Honestly, I know how to do it. I don't see a purpose where I'm just gonna be in a situation where I'm just gonna start using any of that, to be honest with you.
Like, it's so crazy. I know we're like diverting off of like the schedule here, but like the fact that we could just put it into a machine and it figures it out for us, that saves us so much time. I understand that I'm technical, so I can learn a few things, but I can't do everything, my dude. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, cause I even talked to like some of these like professionals and stuff. They were like, yeah, I don't do that. We have a machine for that. It tells me what the answer is. I don't need to remember any type of math equation or something. Like, you think I remember all that? No. Just like, it makes sense. Exactly. Honestly.
Chris, I feel you on that. I did Cal with applications. So I feel you on that. But as far as my week, it's been cool, man. I just the PS5 came yesterday, so
what PS5?
Exactly. You know,
hey man,
like now you see it, now you don't.
Yeah, being recorded.
So yeah, I'll tell you who's gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. I'll do it. I'll look at the camera
as I'm stealing it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm enjoying it. 2K is pretty cool, but yeah, it's been a cool week. Work has been light, compared to a couple months ago, but it's been light. So I'm chilling, but the world isn't. It's still a mess. As you see, the whole thing, what happened with the Haiti and USA refugee thing. I don't know. I was discussing. Who wants to go first on this? Because
I could take over. Something I'm very passionate about. I'm not going to go into too many antics of it, but I think the mishap at the border is something that needs to be addressed rather soon and very quickly for a very progressive administration. This is very sad. and what, just this week alone, probably next week for you guys that are listening, the Dern ambassador for Haiti and US actually resigned, what was it, Thursday? Because it was a humanitarian nightmare. And unfortunately, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah. For me, when I saw it, I was like, I don't want to compare situations, but other refugees, they're not treated like that, but it is what it is. Every situation is different, but Haiti's been through a lot as a country. They've suffered, they've had it bad, over the course of history, if you know. So seeing this happen, and I do think people from Haiti, they just need help. They just need help. And I just feel like the people that, citizens like that just being, whooped with, what are we? In the 1800s, you're using whips to, it was just, from just watching that was just like disgusting. So I just hope this gets better. I hope Biden fixes this. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, I was kind of disgusted with it myself because I seen, I'm not going to say names because I don't remember exactly who said it, but people in leadership positions were saying like they were disgusted and they can't believe this is happening. But those are the same people who are letting it happen. So it just feels like, like it's just more of the same hypocrisy that's been in this country. And it's kind of just becoming more and more blatant, even to the point where we're not accepting refugees. And it's not like something it's impossible for us to take in. It's not like we're being overflowed by the small country with refugees. It's not like it's going to hurt our anything, to be honest. It probably won't be that big of a margin to even notice.
Yeah, I mean, you saw how quickly they were able to internalize, Reagan National Airport for Afghan refugees who were displaced. This is just institutional racism at its core, and it's frustrating. But yeah, that's just I'm done.
Yeah, I feel that, Abe, is definitely that. Prayers to the people in Haiti, also prayers to people in Afghanistan as well. Just hope these situations just pan out better. Shamar, any want to add? Because I think we've already said what we felt. Anything to add, or you just?
Yeah. No, you guys. I really haven't been too plugged into social media, so like I've like heard a little bit about it, but like I haven't seen or like done enough reading on it to really like see what's really, really going on. But I feel like you guys hit the nail on the head on it. Like the only thing I really saw on social media was, I guess, refugees that were sent back, their belongings were put in trash bags and kind of not given to them, but really just thrown out.
Yeah.
Like not thrown out, but like they kind of was just like, here's a pile of your stuff, figure it out. So like all in the video, all I really saw was just them like people scour, like looking through trash bags trying to find their belongings, which is like, I mean, that's no like in the Bible says, like, treat everybody the way you want to be treated. So like just treating them just because they're not Americans, like you shouldn't. I don't care where you're from. Like everybody deserves to be treated properly until proven otherwise that they're like a piece of shit. Other than that, treat them like a normal person. Like that can't be the hardest thing in the world. But here we are.
Yeah, it's a tent city underneath a lot of those overpasses, and many individuals are traveling across Mexico and other locations that are very far from their home country, which is very frustrating. It's a dangerous trek, and they're just deporting them left and right. It's ridiculous. But once more, I'm done. Okay, let's move on before I say something else.
Yeah, again, prayers to the people in Haiti, refugees in Haiti. Hopefully that gets panned out. Hopefully the people in Texas can cut it out with the whippings and stuff. But yeah, like I said, the country is, there's a lot going on. The mandated vaccinations, Biden is really being stickler with this. I know I went to see Nas this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
I actually had to like show them my vaccination card so they wouldn't let me in. So this is real. This is real. Like they're not playing with it. So what do you guys think about this going forward, and also I saw what's his name? Andrew Wiggins won't be allowed to play home Warrior games because he's not getting vaccinated, but his situation is a religious thing, but
Right.
they've denied it. So what do you think overall about the mandated vaccinations, and do you agree with some of what's going on, if anything?
Yes and no. Like I do, like I understand, like some people do have religious reasons, so that's completely understandable. I do understand people being skeptical. I can say words about putting in a vaccine into their body. It makes sense. I would question you if you weren't somewhat skeptical about it. So again, that makes sense. But a lot of people, their reasoning for doing it is just not to do it. And so, like, they're still out here in these streets spreading coronavirus. And then you see like a heartfelt message on Facebook saying, I wish I got this vaccine, as, like they're like, but potentially going to pass away. And so it's to me, I guess you could say, like, maybe I'm taking this the wrong way, but to me, I'm saying them like this mandate is going to be like a forcing that kid to take medicine even if they don't want to. And just actually no, it's taking medicine if you don't want to. The rebellious kid though, because apparently some of these people are also taking like horse medicine. Did y'all see that?
I haven't seen that.
Horse medicine, yeah.
Horse
medicine, like it's legitimately for horses.
Okay.
Because they think it's the cure.
See, Bozo, man. Okay, I'm now hip to this. Bozo of the week, go shoot. But let me get to the topic.
I was at the zoo the other day, and it's just funny because I was listening to conversations and whatever, and just taking like pictures and stuff. But a lot of people just simply don't believe that that the virus is actually real. So they talk about all their own experiences about being in public and not wearing a mask and not contracting the virus. So with that, it's just interesting. So people are odd.
Yeah. Ave, Chris, I'm like, you just gotta be safe, man. Like, regardless of if you want to get vaccinated or not, the vaccination doesn't say, hey, you're not gonna get the disease. It's saying if you get it, it's not gonna hurt you as bad. So
yeah, like people don't understand it's not preventative. It's like it's a reducer or a dampener, whatever you want to call it. Or a suppressor, maybe. It's gonna lessen those symptoms. Like, you take cold medicine, it doesn't cure your cold, but it makes you feel better.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not going to be the one to tell people not to take it or to take it, but I always say, be smart and stay safe. Wear a mask, socially distance. Don't think like because you are vaccinated or you're not vaccinated, you have the right to not wear it and just be reckless, because that's how the cases are spiking. People are saying it's the Delta variant, but I really think it's just people being reckless as well that's causing the spikes. And
combination, I think.
Yeah, a combination of those. And like, as far as the mandated vaccine, I feel like I get it, where we're at as a country, but I also feel like they should push more of an initiative to follow the initial rules. You know what I'm saying? Because that to me is more important than they're just as important. Because I'm not going to say the vaccination is not important because it helps also reduce the spread. But I think there should be a combination of both. If you're going to tell people to get vaccinated, still tell people socially distance and put on your mask. Because honestly, other countries ain't even dealing with this type of stuff we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But that's my take on it. But anything more? Anything? Anyone want to add on? Giving
I saw where the Pope said, like he's for the vaccine, even, and he doesn't understand why the people were arguing over it and was trying to make some excuse for it. So I thought that was kind of funny.
100%.
I've seen it. Well, I'm gonna keep quiet on my takes.
I
But
mean, like it was funny more because like he couldn't understand the concept of like because I guess people explained to him like what was happening, and like people were willingly like going against the rules. And he was just like seriously type stuff. So
the
kind of
book
his
was,
reaction was kind of funny to that.
yeah. But I don't know, man. People have to segue to this, but people have had their, pushback on it. Nicki Minaj made the news last week about this is kind of funny, but kind of messed up. She said her cousin took it, or her cousin's friend took it, and became impotent. Now, this caused of a lot of reactions, even the government and even the Bob, I forgot what country.
The health minister.
The health minister of the country she's from came out and disputed that claim. My initial thoughts on that is, why did you put that out there? Because if I'm the cousin, I'm embarrassed right now. And two, it's like, I'm not gonna be one of them political guys that'll be like, "Hey, what was your point of saying this? Really, what was the end goal? I don't get it. Like, what were you really getting to with this? That's just my thought.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Well, that's kind of the thing, though. Some people are thinking like maybe there was no cousin; she was just saying something to like remove it from her, in the sense of like, and trying to like take the spotlight off of her husband too, that he was just charged for what was it? Not registering as a sex offender or something like that.
Yeah, that is true.
So she can't say it happened to her because it didn't happen to her or her cousin. It happened to her cousin's friend. So you see what I'm saying? So like she's going, well, it wasn't me or my family, but it was my cousin's friend that it happened to. And so a lot of people are taking the stance, and it makes sense to me because I feel like she's done something similar in the past before to like take the heat off of her, whatever was happening to her husband, and like redirected it to like something else, or said something wild and took the heat off of him.
That situation you're talking about is a whole nother thing. Probably talk about that on another episode. But yeah, that could also be a thing where she's trying to get the attention off her husband for what the situation he's in. But I've seen people say that she's affecting how people view the vaccination now, and if people are really affected by that, they should reconsider. Like, they should go back to school or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you should take this seriously, but it was definitely something that raved up Twitter. Had a lot of people talking. But I think she was also scheduled to go to the VMAs or something that week.
She has COVID. She has COVID.
Okay, so she caught COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was supposed to perform at the VMAs, or at least be there, but she got COVID, so that's the reason why she wasn't there. But I think with the story, I mean, it could be so much. I don't think all of it's true. Like, her cousin's friend probably did get COVID. Something bad probably did happen. But to say that you were impotent from COVID, I think that's the lie in the whole story. And that's what kind of makes the story unbelievable. It's like, out of everything you got, like, that's what happened to you. Like, ain't no way I've never heard that happen to anybody else. But it happened to this man that you just so happily know through your cousin. It's like, you losing me.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, but like I said, and like the timing of like when all this is happening is kind of too perfect. Like her having COVID, I do believe, but the whole cousin thing is like, it's kind of just all. It's way too like
convenient.
Way too convenient.
Yeah,
like,
it's too well timed. Yeah,
it's like, I mean, you got to throw out a wild story to get the heat off of you and your husband. Even at that, it still didn't really throw the heat off. Like, people still talk about his situation. So it's like you had Twitter hot for like a couple hours, but then after that, we're like, hold on, wait, we didn't forget about what the real situation is now.
Yeah,
Eventually, you probably just made it worse.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And just to piggyback off that whole situation has me looking at her character a little, because there's been previous situations she's deflected and, don't get me started on some of her stuff, but yeah, I hope, I just hope for her sake she could clear this stuff up and that situation with her husband it gets fixed. Because I saw something this week that was a little concerning. So hopefully people can get healing.
Yeah.
But speaking of healing, black people, we never get no healing. Emmy's so white. I saw this and I'm gonna just say this, man. As a black man, a very dark-skinned man, I feel like we should stop giving the Emmys, the Grammys, and these institutions that have shown us what they are. We shouldn't give them credibility anymore. Can we go back to the BET Awards? Please.
Dude, are you listening to what you're saying? That's a whole industry. You can't just erase it because you don't like
fuck
it.
it. Black people don't watch no more movies.
TV
shows, don't listen to music.
Hear me out.
Done with it all.
Avery, hear me out. Why are we complaining about something when we have other platforms that will celebrate us?
Because it's tradition. This is literally this is the most important event to certain ethnicities, and it's like the crowning thing, like the crowning awards ceremony.
Okay.
You want to be recognized within both communities if you're like a real, actor or artist or professional in your craft.
But
okay, the whole EGOT thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this: would you want to fix that issue within it instead?
You're asking the wrong person for that. You know what I do for a living, right? Like I'm literally on the front lines fixing fixing a social justice issue.
Okay.
Like, come on, Pete.
I feel. I mean, I'm just giving my, because I've seen this all the time, and for me, it's like I get it. It's the traditional, like the grand. It's like it's the. But for me, like I would rather go somewhere where I'm celebrated. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I get the idea of that, but I was just saying that's a little like brash. Like,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel like in general, people really shouldn't put much stock into it to begin with, just because it's more of like a popularity / what company has the most money to pay for the advertisement and stuff like that. Because Leonardo DiCaprio just recently won an Emmy, an Oscar, right? That's the either one of those awards. And Leonardo, he's been in tons of great movies. Like he even won for the Titanic. He has had great movies between, I guess, the Titanic up until now. And the movie he won with is like, I couldn't even tell you the movie. That's how you know it wasn't that popular. But I mean, Leo's probably one of the greatest actors of all time, and he only has one or two from his most recent movie. So it's like you can't really like. I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, it tends to be a white actors and actresses typically win the awards, but at the same time, that just comes down to what movie companies are like pushing their movies out there, as in like the advertisement and like if it's a popularity contest. Like you always see the same actors and actresses winning because it's a popularity contest at the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel pretty similar to Shamar. Like at the end of the day, like you gotta realize like these awards were never made with us in mind to begin with.
Yeah, boy.
And so like we keep going back to these things like, well, they don't celebrate us like we should be. They were never made for us to be celebrated in this market to begin with. But that being said, I feel like we shouldn't probably put so much stock into these because like stuff like this does hold weight, but it's only as much weight as like the public puts into it. So like, like if we stop like as a unit, I know that's easier said than done, of course, but like if we stop putting stock into it as like a whole unit, then of course like it would definitely go down to recognition. But it's a whole recognition thing. Like you get a pay raise for whatever role you're doing because you're Emmy nominated. You don't even have to win the award. You get a pay raise for being nominated.
Yeah,
and so that in itself is like a great honor. And you can hold that for a long time too. Like I'm Emmy nominated actor for such and such movie, in this role or whatever, and because of that, you get a pay raise. And I mean, like, yeah, that's fair, and that's recognizing talent, but it's just like at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily mean that you were the best there. It's just a thing, like Shamar said, a popularity contest.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's honestly what it comes to. And also there's like, there's select biases to certain type of movies and certain type of companies that goes into that. So when I said what I said initially, it's more or less like, we have the NCAAP awards, that celebrates our actors. And I feel like as a culture, if we like embrace that more and we put value in that, it's kind of like what Tyler Perry did with his movies. It's like, boom, you know what I'm saying? So like we can hire each other and we can pay each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I was looking at it from. But I mean, it is what it is, man. A couple of us get a couple Oscars and Emmys here and there. So
I say I didn't even know the Emmys happened. That's how you know, like, if shit like that really isn't relevant anymore. Like, no, completely honest. Like, I remember growing up, yeah, like hearing about the Emmys, Oscars, those are big things. Like now, it's like I honestly didn't even know that it was happening. Like even the VMAs and stuff like that, the MTV Movie Awards, like that shit was cool back in the day. Now
Yo,
like,
bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
It's like, oh damn.
Yeah, the VMAs and BET Awards used to be an event. Like our parents used to watch that with us. So like, yeah, I get, but it's not like how it used to be.
Yeah, like all that stuff is like, because people starting to realize like it doesn't validate how good a person is at what they do. It's just like, oh, this is a bunch of fancy rich people that get to dress up in whatever costume they want to do or whatever costume they want to be in. And then like, yeah, like it doesn't validate shit if we're being completely honest with you.
Kind of like
sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't.
Yeah. Kind of like the Met Gala. That's some beautiful people.
Is that like what is the Met Gala? Like it's just a bunch of people get to dress up, take pictures, and then like after that it's like what is it for? Like, can honestly any of you explain what the Met Gala is right now? Off the top of your head without even looking it up.
I don't even know what it is.
Exactly.
Listen, I don't even know what it is, but shout out to Rihanna, shout out to Chloe and Halle, shout out to Tiana Taylor. Black women are beautiful. Lord have mercy. That was.
There you go, trying to earn brownie points. We know you love your black queen.
Look at you, man.
We know everybody in the world knows you.
You were trying to get an Amber Rose.
Trying to earn brownie points.
You were trying to get an Amber.
Shout out to Amber. What's up? What you trying to do? What you trying to do? I'm still here.
Okay, but
trying to earn brownie points. But if you don't get,
listen, man. I think I look,
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Shout out, even though Rihanna's with ASAP, shout out to ASAP Rocky. He part of my team, so shout out to ASAP Rocky. But we talk about Emmy So White and people being finessed. I'm doing this new thing. So recently, Karen Civil, she's like a social media brand, like she's basically a brand specialist, and she helps artists like maneuver. She had a situation with Jonah Lucas and a lot of other people, but I'll tell you the brief situation now, and I'll give the question. So she basically was trusted with $60,000 from Jonah Lucas, and this is when Jonah Lucas was like really like struggling, like about to have a child. And he alleges that he got finessed and he never saw the value of that $60,000. Now, my question to you guys, if you were in that situation and you're running like a business, would you trust somebody with that type of money to handle your interests for you?
I'd have to know the track record.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing.
The track record, that's okay. Because with Karen Civil, she's worked with Nipsey. When he went into this, Karen had Nipsey. Karen had, I think, The Game. A lot of people she's worked with that. Cam, Meek Mill, Nicki. So I think Jonah was looking at like, oh, she could get me to that level. But what are your thoughts like on just trusting somebody with that type of clout?
Personally, if I was Joyner, I would have at least a lawyer that was good in contracts and like a CPA guy just looking after my interests predominantly because I don't know what I'm doing. Plus, I'm loaning you 60,000 that I suspect I'm going to get $60,000 worth of work out of you as far as PR and social media management. So it's an investment, and there's always the risk of losing your investment, right? So.
Yep.
Just from a business standpoint, I will be a little bit annoyed, disappointed maybe, but I'm going to keep it moving because, I invested in you and you failed. I have that knowledge now.
Okay, that's good. But this not just to you, Avery, but to everybody. Like, do you feel like she's at fault here for not doing justice with that money? Because her argument was like, it takes time and sometimes it could be a hit or miss. But his argument is, well, you're supposed to tell me what you did with that money so I know what happened.
Fair argument on his side. Like I agree with her because you don't know what's going to happen with your money. Like again, you're investing because you have no idea what's going to happen to this money after you put it in. Like we're trying to make a store and store fails. You put that money into it, that doesn't change anything. That you put the money into it, but it still failed because it just was not successful. It happens. Now, I do agree with him on the fact that she should tell him how she was using that money. That definitely should have been in the conversation somewhere. Because $60,000 is not like play money.
No,
it's not play money.
Especially for an artist like him that was just coming up.
Yeah,
who's looking, because he's from Boston, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a hip hop city.
No.
Like, I know it's close to New York, but it's not a hip hop city, so it's harder to make it out. So, I mean, I get both sides. I'm more on Joyner's side from the standpoint of if we have a contract and an agreement, you should always tell me you should tell me what you're doing with the money, so I see it. I do get her point of like, I could do that, but it doesn't guarantee anything. It takes time. Especially if you're an artist like him, who isn't doing the stereotypical type of music at the time. So, I feel both parties, but I'm more on Joyner's side.
Yeah, because I mean, like at the end of the day, like I'm sure at some point, he's probably even had this conversation with other people. Like, it's an investment, so you don't know what you don't know what you're going to get out of it. Sure, I'm sure he probably even had that conversation with her. But like, if he doesn't actually know what's going on with that money, then that's definitely her fault.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know if he asked her. I don't know the conversations they had.
Yeah. So
I don't know any of that. But like, if I'm the person taking the $60,000, I'm making sure you know where every dollar's going.
Yeah. So he alleged to say that whenever he would call her, she wouldn't pick up, and when she did pick up, she was on vacation and told her not to call her like that. It sounds like, from his perspective, like some finessing type of like, yeah, I took the money, relax, I'll let you know, and then I don't let you know. But yeah, I mean, that situation sucks. Drake 2.0, you got any perspective on this? Because the next topic we're gonna get into, I think you would like. Any any thoughts?
No. Yeah, I mean, I think I like what Chris said. I mean, like I feel like both parties have some at fault or have some blame to this. Like Joyner, I mean, like if you invest $60,000, you can don't expect to always make your money back or have your money spent the way you would spend it if you were in that same position. It's like you said, it's an investment. Like stocks either go up or they go down. You never know. It's a hit or miss game. But on her end, it's like, yeah, you should kind of be more open with your dialogue with your clientele. And also, like you said, like, she's worked with a lot of like popular rappers and artists. My question would be, at what point were they in their careers? Because if he's at the point where he's just trying to get his feet off the ground, $6,000 to him, like that's everything. So let's say with Meek Mill is like, all right, he may not be like Meek Mill what he is now, but like he had a couple mixtapes out there that people liked. So it's like $6,000, like it's not as bad as an investment. So it's kind of like, all right, at what stage were they at? Because that plays a big role. Because it's hard to get something off the ground than it is to put somebody out there that's already kind of well established in the community.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, because he's doing well now. He has a song with J. Cole that came out today. Thought the song was okay. Thought the song was okay. But yeah, I mean, I think both sides can move on. I can't. She's the reason why I brought this up because she's been the topic of Twitter this weekend. A lot. She's been accused of a lot. Twitter's picking on her.
Yeah, she took money from me too. She took $1 from me. She owes me my $1. Karen.
I think we all deserve to get our money back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frostberg, I'm my money back too. While we at
it. You could do that. But the internet, sometimes, they like to pick on certain people, but sometimes the internet can be very, 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 very stupid. So the internet had the nerve, the unmitigated gall, the audacity to say Drake, 2021 Drake is bigger than Michael Jackson at his peak.
Where's the
line? Hey, are you gonna? You know what? Line? This is perfect for you. So what are your Chris? Oh God.
Where's the lie?
Oh God. I want to hear what you. Oh Lord, here we go again. Again.
He stays ready.
Again.
That's what that means. He stayed ready.
Again. Oh God, here we go.
Bad. Carry on. It's a little cold in here.
So you really think Drake in 2021 is bigger than Michael Jackson at his peak?
Oh, to give me one more second. My bad.
Oh God! Here.
Well, why he's doing that?
The Raptors. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's back. Okay. You're in your final.
Said something?
So Drake in 2021 is bigger than Michael Jackson at his peak.
Nah.
Okay. We Oh my God! Like.
Nah, yeah. Twitter's bugging off that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jackson he's the king.
No, I mean
Michael. Now go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Michael Jackson had a whole crowd screaming his name for like 3 minutes without him even saying the word. Like that alone is that's some good shit.
Yeah. And this is like before
that.
internet too.
Exactly. Like Michael, I don't know. Michael did do a lot of weird shit though, so I guess he might. But that's the crazy thing about it though. If you really think about it, like the weird shit Michael used to do is like, would all this stuff really fly like right now?
That's a whole, yeah.
Because even back then, like some people were like, whoa, Michael, what you like playing with little kids for? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's
so like now with the internet, it's like it. But yeah, I mean, Michael back then is way leaps and bounds ahead of what Drake is now.
Yeah, I mean, we should be doing Drake versus 50 Cent at its peak, or like Drake versus Lil Wayne or Snoop or something like that. Like Michael Jackson.
Not Drake can be in this category.
You said what?
That's what I said. Carry on.
Here we go.
No, I kind of agree with Shamar there though, because in the sense that like I do. In the sense that like it's never been international like this for 50 Cent or who else did you say?
Snoop.
Oh, Snoop, or maybe Snoop, but and only in the sense that is what's that?
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
And only in the sense that like Drake puts out just music literally just for music to be played. And by that I mean literally just for media music to be played. And these other guys weren't doing that. And granted, it is a difference in time, but that's just I feel like he's maneuvering that better than they did at their time.
I think when I get what you're saying, but when I'm looking at peak, I look at like when you were at the top, what you did and how impactful you were to the whole genre of music. If you're just talking about his impact on just like the world, then yeah. But Snoop definitely. I feel like Snoop. I think he's the most popular rapper ever.
I feel like that's Tupac.
Cap.
Snoop.
You'd be surprised. I don't know if you ever listen. I don't know if you ever listen to some of these like foreign media outlets. Sometimes they I think it was some West African country. I forget. They don't say MCs out there. They call you something Tupac. I forget what country it was when I heard this. And then it was also some Asian country. Like it was just like Tupac was like they're like still like one of the biggest listens. He's so to a lot of people, he's still like a lot of countries, he's still very timeless. I can't say what's up.
I said I'll give you the Pac thing because Pac is like, that's the whole nother thing. But I'll say Snoop because Snoop does a lot of things. He cooks. He'll do a gospel album. Like I remember one time he was rapping in Korean.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has that like appeal of he does the commentating. Like
couldn't that be the Drake effect as well? As Drake, like
people like Drake was part of the Espers, I'm pretty sure at one point.
I'm not gonna say Drake can't do that, but I'm just saying as far as notoriety, I think Snoop is right up there. This notoriety.
Drake had Taliban. Drake got the Taliban on his side. We win.
Yeah, you can't argue that. They were literally dancing with assault weapons strapped to them, bro.
I'll give Drake that, but I feel like we should compare. Like Michael Jackson is like the second most famous person in history behind Jesus Christ. So like you can argue other people in pop culture, like Marilyn Monroe and other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Drake ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying he is.
No, I'm not saying that.
He is.
I'm not saying that you guys are saying that. I'm just saying the people that are like making this argument, like Drake is like, well, you can say he's in his own category, but like Drake is not,
he's game changing. He's one of a kind. There will never be another Aubrey Graham.
Like I said, I like the conversations about his peak compared to other rappers or like other entertainers. But as far as Michael Jackson,
yeah,
that's not nobody. Not even.
It's 1A, 1B for being honest. 1A, 1B.
Yeah, but I do understand what they're saying because back in the day when Michael Jackson was king. He was on all media platforms doing what he does best, and people loved him.
Yeah.
And because of today's, advancements in technology, it's a lot easier for some kid in Taiwan to see Drake than it probably was back in the day to see Michael Jackson. So, it makes sense.
Yeah. But
like, I'm sure if whatever countries allow TikTok or internet at all for that matter, has been exposed to Drake in some form or fashion if they're under the age of 21. Under the age of 25.
That's another great point. But even with that, like when Michael Jackson like was around, like it was like people honestly would have like be in ambulance trucks.
Oh yeah, I know. Again, I'm not saying
I'm not trying to like,
but I get like where they're trying to make that comparison because Drake is dominating every media platform. You literally can't run away from Drake unless you're going to watch some type of unless you're watching like I don't know TD Jakes on 24/7. You're probably not running away from Drake.
I get it from an advanced commercial level, but
you say you don't like the man's music.
Listen, man. Drake is a dope artist. I'll just say this: Drake's a dope artist.
Flip it.
He's a dope artist. Don't get me wrong; he's dope. I think everybody can say they like a Drake song, but
nah, you say he's a dope artist. Clip it.
Michael Jackson, man, it's like that's a whole nother, no shade to Drake, but until you sell 30 million records with a 9-track album, I don't want to hear
it. Don't matter.
I don't feel like they even look at selling tracks no more as much as they do streams.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The equivalent of that, if we take what Michael did back in there into the equivalent of today.
Look, the conversation over. All right, you said he's a dope rapper. We're good.
Well, we're good. I'm just saying,
like,
MJ is just over here and Drake, you're right over there.
But do streams also include like his plays on TikTok and stuff like that?
No, that's just Apple and everything else. But
that's what I'm saying though, because I'm sure he gets something for that too.
Yeah. I mean, Drake is dope. He's on his way. But there was another one that was on social media. I saw this today, and I almost had to laugh. I think you saw it, Chris. It was Chris Brown. Omarion thinks he could take Chris Brown in the verse.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Other kids say no cap.
Take him. Abe, what'd you say?
I have no idea what that word is. It's like no cap something. Like,
cap like cap a lie, means, like he's lying.
Oh, that's what that. Dang, see, like, anyway, yeah, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
So basically, Omarion gets washed, which is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, I will actually root for Omarion because I don't really like Chris Brown, but no,
light skins once again.
No, it's not. Listen, you can say all of that, Shamar, but I'm saying he's gonna win, regardless.
I seen where somebody say he's gonna play 3 songs and then the rest are gonna be B2K. gotta be. Yeah.
I mean, I can't. Other than Icebox, what's another good Omarion song?
Huh?
What's another good Omarion song other than Icebox?
Touch.
Yeah, okay, that's 2. Touch? Okay, what's the 3rd?
The
one with Chris Brown?
No, it's called it's his first song. I forgot.
Man, you don't remember it, don't count.
It's a good song though, but I don't think he's gonna.
You better than me. I knew 2.
2. I was about to say, I really wanted to have because I forgot about Touch.
Touch was a big one though.
Yeah, that's where he gets.
No, I'm not saying he's not even going to get close. So, Touch.
So why are you rooting for a loser?
Huh?
Why are you going to root for the loser?
Oh, because I don't like Chris Brown like that. You should know that by now. I don't like him.
Because he's light skin.
Listen, you can say that, but I just don't like the guy.
That's his light skin.
Take it out here. But I mean, Chris would win that easily. Like that's not even a. I feel like he has a better chance in the dance contest.
Yeah.
Than the hit battle.
I seen somebody say it should be Chris Brown and Neo. That'd be interesting.
Ooh.
Chris Brown and Neo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. I think Chris would still win. I would root for Neo for that one too. But
Neo could use songs he's written too, though.
Yeah.
He's written songs for Beyonce.
Yeah, he wrote Irreplaceable.
The Queen Bee.
I mean, I'll be interested. I think I could. I don't know. I don't know if I can see him winning, but that would be tough. That would be tougher than what people would think, though. But who do you think will be a better matchup for Omarion? Because
wow.
I think Mario.
Because
I know Trey Songz will get him out of here. I think.
Yeah, Trey Songz was too big, man. He was too big for like it was a solid 4 or 5 years there, and he was huge.
Yeah, it was 1 year he was bigger than Chris Brown, though.
Yeah,
it was 1 year. That year that he got in trouble with, assault. Trey just ascended.
I feel like it was like 2008 to maybe 2012-ish. He was his good was like his run.
Yeah. I think Trey, yeah. What do you think about Trey and Chris Brown, though?
Definitely closer than Omarion.
Yeah, I still think
Chris Brown still wins.
Yeah.
Chris Brown will still win that. but that would be
Yeah.
closer. But yeah, I mean Omarion, I'm a fan, but no, that's just not, what I'm saying. That's not. I think Chris Brown is he's in the league of the top 3, top 5 R&B male acts ever. So, although I would, you know what, I'll say this. This would be controversial. I'll pick Genuine over Chris Brown in the verses. I'd pick Genuine. Yes. and Shamar, don't say nothing about no light skin thing because he's light skinned too. I'll pick Genuine.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it, but I don't know.
Maybe
I need to revisit Genuine's catalog.
No, you don't. You don't have to. Let him ride solo on this one. Let him ride solo.
Listen, what is Chris gonna play when Pony come on? All right.
He's
doesn't matter. That's one song. All right, bro.
Take that one.
Say you play the one. Yeah, let's say we play the worst song. Where's Chris Brown's song in our catalog for that one?
Differences. What's Chris gonna play?
All right.
Okay,
second worst. We good, but it's 20 songs. We can give you 5 songs and still win.
No, I'm still gonna
exactly.
Listen. I'm a die on the shield for this one. Genuine over Chris.
My brother, go ahead. You got it. But either way, you talking about 2 songs. All right, here you can have Transform You and I can't. No. And with you's a slapper, but we can throw those 2 away. We still swinging through, killing.
What, man? Listen, man, it is what it is. I'm trolling, but I'm trolling with that one. So, but yeah, I think that's it for the show today. Any other thing you want to get off your chest before I have to close, or are you guys good?
It's just good. All 4 of us is back here. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I miss you guys.
Yeah. It's been a while, but we're back. We're back. So,
back in black.
So. Yeah, we will be on every podcast format Monday, midnight. Apple still is giving us a little issue, but it'll be there on Monday. So you'll catch us Monday. YouTube at 3:15 as usual. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel Out of the Berg. We appreciate that. And all the people that have been giving us comments, we love that. As far as our social media, at Out of the Berg, at Out of the Berg Pod on Twitter. My personal is at Kofi Pita and Pita Kofi on Twitter. Ave, if you remember.
You can find me on IG at Avery Koopa, capital Koopa.
Chris.
You can catch me on Twitter at BigChris_57. And you can catch me on IG at Everybody Loves Chris.
Shamar Moore, Drake 2.0, whatever, you can go next.
Find me on everything at Sham_Well12. And if you don't like anything I said today, you can speak to my manager at Diddy, Diddy, all one word.
Diddy, it's Diddy. Oh, well, that's it for the show. That's it for the show. Stay black, stay woke. We love you.
Bye.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Out of the Berg podcast. We're available on all podcasting platforms, and we ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. And as always, we like you, we love you, but we gotta go. Bye.